Just the other day, former President Barack Obama stepped back into political spotlight.
As what we all recognize is we can't let a systematic assault on democracy just happen and stand by. And so because of your actions, because of your courage, what you've seen is California responding, other states looking at what they can do to offset this mid-decade gerrymandering that is highly irregular and is not what we should be doing to balance out the maps for this upcoming election. And I think we became a little bit complacent over the years. We assumed that things would continue to get better, that our democracy would become more inclusive, that it would become more fair, that we'd make it easier for people to vote rather than harder for people to vote, that the votes would be counted rather than suppressed. And what we forgot is that history doesn't always move in a straight line, and it's not always 2 steps forward and another 2 steps forward. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward and a step back. And we're in a moment right now where not just gerrymandering, but efforts at voter suppression, efforts at questioning the results of elections, efforts at the executive branch unilaterally doing things that bypass Congress and the people's representatives, militarization of cities, politicization of our justice departments and our military. Those are trend lines that remind us that this precious democracy that we've got is not a given. It's not self-executing. It requires us to fight for it. It requires us to stand up for it.
Not on a stage, not at a rally, but through a Zoom call. His audience, a group of Texas House Democrats who had fled their own states, risking arrest and fines, all to stop a Republican redistricting plan they say was a design to rig democracy itself. And it's true, because you know what happens. So this wasn't just another speech. This was a pep talk, a strategy session, and a warning. So you'll know that Trump and the Republicans are trying to actually gerrymander Texas. They are trying to add 5 more additional seats for the Republicans. Now, with former Attorney General Eric Holder by his side, Obama delivered a blistering 30-minute address. He praised the lawmakers for their courage, calling their decision to stand up against Governor Greg Abbott's threats, inspiring, and told them they were leading a fight much bigger than Texas. So if the Democrats stand up against gerrymandering, it shows the unity. It will stop other attempts by the Democrats to do so. So it begins with Texas. It will go to other states. They are now actually militarized DC. What next? They'll try to gerrymander everything. Now, at the heart of this battle, gerrymandering, Republicans are pushing a mid-decade redistricting plan, an unusual move outside the traditional census cycle to lock in as many as 5 new GOP seats before the 2026 midterms. Obama didn't miss words. He called it party of a systematic assault on democracy. So tell me what you think about this. Is this a party of systematic assault on democracy, or it's essential? Because we are living in a time where people are losing Medicaid, people are not having medical insurance, people are losing their jobs. But to create more jobs is to gerrymander the states, add more additional GOP seats. And Obama warned, these precious Democrats we got is not given. It's not self-executed. It requires us to fight for it, to stand for it. He tied gerrymandering to a bigger threat, voter suppression, overturning election, and even militarizing American cities, all pointing to a dangerous trend linked to Donald Trump's influence. And the Texas Democrats stand didn't go unnoticed. Obama credited them for inspiring blue state to push back. In fact, California announced a special election to redraw maps in retaliation. Proof, he said, that courage can of a chain reaction. So Democrats, they want to fight back by doing what? By creating more seats also.